The movie begins with Jessie playing a game of pretend with her kid, Bonnie. Bonnie makes her toys act out a rescue mission, laughing in her room. Jessie promises they will be friends forever as Bonnie makes her disappear. Bonnie swears she will love her toy even when she is sad or mad. But the sweet play session takes a weird turn when Rex interrupts. Rex demands they solve his fake murder mystery before the play wedding. The toys finish the wedding game, but Bonnie still feels lonely. Dolly the doll points out the neighbor twins are playing outside. Bonnie is too shy to ask them to play, hiding in her yard. Bonnie cries to her parents, asking why nobody will play with her. Therefore, Jessie decides she must force the twins to play with Bonnie. She rides out on Bullseye the horse to investigate the neighbors. But Jessie finds the neighbor toys just sitting in the yard, doing nothing. A broken toy delivers a chilling warning to the cowgirl. He says the age of toys is over because screens have taken over. The old toy explains that phones and tablets have ruined playtime. He warns Jessie to hide in a drawer before the tech invades her home. Jessie refuses to believe it, thinking tablets are just a fad. But the toy tells her to look at the children for herself. Jessie looks out and sees every kid staring at a screen, except Bonnie. Bonnie is the only child left playing with real toys in the neighborhood. But Bonnie's parents try to fix her loneliness by giving her a tablet. It is a learning device called a lily pad, and it wakes up instantly. Bonnie starts tapping the screen, ignoring her real toys completely. Jessie watches in horror as Bonnie stays silent, glued to the glass. The tablet introduces herself as Lily, pretending to be friendly. Jessie tries to lecture Lily, but the device just mocks her. Lily repeats Jessie's words in different languages to annoy her. Jessie demands the tablet stop distracting Bonnie from making real friends. But Lily brags that she already sent friend requests to Bonnie's dance class. The tablet claims she is helping Bonnie socialize through a group chat. Jessie argues that a real friend would actually be there in person. Lily insists she knows what is best for the kid, starting a rivalry. Jessie snaps, saying she has raised 3 kids and knows better than a calculator. The tablet calls Jessie old, deeply insulting the cowgirl. Therefore, Jessie tries to wrestle the tablet to prove her worth. Suddenly, Bonnie gets invited to a real sleepover by a girl named Chelsea. Bonnie is thrilled, and her parents agree to let her go this weekend. The toys celebrate, but the broken toys remind them their time is ending. Meanwhile, Woody checks in with his friend Duke Kaboom over a walkie-talkie. Duke is stuck in a tree, completely abandoned by his kid for a screen. Woody manages to help Duke, but the outlook remains bleak. Woody calls Jessie to ask if things are just as bad at her house. Jessie confesses that Lily the tablet is sucking up all of Bonnie's attention. She feels useless, wondering if she is just no good at being a toy anymore. Jessie tells Woody this feels exactly like losing her first kid, Emily. She remembers how Emily changed and left her behind as she grew up. Now, Jessie feels she is losing Bonnie to a cold screen. But Woody reminds Jessie that Bonnie needs to actually meet kids in person. He says Bonnie plays differently and needs real toys to find the right friend. Therefore, Jessie makes a bold choice to save Bonnie's childhood. She decides to sneak into the sleepover and make a real friend for Bonnie. Buzz Lightyear tries to stop her, but Jessie insists she needs to do this. Buzz realizes she needs backup, so he sneaks into the bag too. They hide quietly as Bonnie packs her things for the weekend. Jessie tells Bullseye the horse to stay home and guard the room. The toys watch Bonnie leave, hoping this plan actually works. Woody tries to keep the peace, but the house feels tense without Jessie. Bonnie gets in the car, totally distracted by her glowing tablet. At the sleepover house, Jessie and Buzz peek out of the bag. They plan to check out the girls and see if there is a real friend. Buzz warns Jessie that bringing toys might embarrass Bonnie. But Jessie is only thinking about what is best for her kid. Bonnie runs inside with her bag, excited to see the other girls. She spots Chelsea, but the girls immediately notice the toys. The girls mock Bonnie, asking if she still plays with toys. Bonnie feels embarrassed and quickly shoves her toys away. She tells her dad to take Jessie and Buzz back home. Bonnie runs off with her tablet, choosing the screen over her toys. Jessie watches from the bag in total shock and sadness. She sees the girls just sitting together, staring at their tablets. But then Bonnie's dad finds some lost toys on the street. He sees an address on the toys and decides to drop them off nearby. He leaves the lost toys in a mailbox at a strange house. They realize they are stranded and must find their way back to Bonnie. Therefore, Jessie rides Bullseye through the streets to get home. But the streets are dangerous and a wild chase breaks out. Jessie gets separated from Buzz in the chaos of the neighborhood. She finally finds Bullseye, but they are lost in a strange yard. Back at Bonnie's house, the toys try to set up a wedding scene. They hope that when Bonnie returns, she will see the toys and remember play. Forky accidentally starts a rumor that Woody is going to propose to Jessie. Woody walks in wearing a poncho, confused by the sudden excitement. He tells the toys he is just trying to keep things calm. Woody notices Bonnie's room has changed, and she is losing interest in them. He sees an old toy named Sammy, who has been replaced by a newer one. Woody tries to reassure the toys that Jessie is on a secret mission. He says she is helping Bonnie make friends at the sleepover, but Woody secretly worries that Jessie might be in trouble out there. Meanwhile, Jessie is trapped in the yard of the strange house. She encounters a group of creepy outdoor toys living in the yard, but Jessie is actually fighting to get out of the yard. She meets a talking pig toy who causes more trouble for her. The outdoor toys force Jessie to sit down for a bizarre tea party. They treat her like a guest, completely ignoring her demands to leave. Jessie tries to escape, but the toys block her path at every turn. They explain that their kid, Blaze, abandoned them for a device. The toys force Jessie into a chair, warning her about the device. They say Blaze used to love tea parties, but everything changed. Jessie realizes the kid stopped playing with them when a tablet arrived. Suddenly, Jessie discovers she is sitting on an old Pong console named Smarty. Smarty wakes up and starts asking her to pick a number. Jessie gets frustrated, demanding the old device help her find Bonnie. She says she already has to deal with a tablet at home and has no time for this. But Jessie learns that Blaze took her horse into the house. Smarty begs to go inside with her, claiming he is useless outside. Jessie refuses, but Smarty insists he knows where to find the lost toys. They sneak up to the house, trying to avoid the outdoor toys. Jessie tells Smarty to be quiet as they approach the door. They manage to get inside the dark, quiet house without being caught. Jessie looks around, trying to find a path back to her kid. But she stops dead in her tracks when she recognizes the hallway. She sees old furniture and realizes she has been here before. The house looks different, but the layout is exactly the same. Suddenly, Smarty starts glitching and threatens to shut down completely. Jessie panics, knowing she needs him to find her way out. But then it hits her, this is the house of her first kid, Emily. Jessie realizes that Blaze must be Emily's daughter. She quickly finds batteries and shoves them into Smarty to wake him up. Smarty boots up, excited to be alive again after years in the dark. Jessie tells him they need to leave, but Smarty has other plans. He projects old photos and videos from his memory card onto the wall. Jessie watches in awe and heartbreak as she sees Emily growing up. She sees Emily going to Disneyland, riding rockets and getting bangs. Smarty shows that Emily put him away and never played with him again. Jessie realizes she missed Emily's entire life after being donated. But Smarty suggests a technical way to help Jessie get to Bonnie. Jessie refuses, saying she is done with Techno Jumbo and will go alone. Smarty gets offended, but Jessie tells him he does not understand her pain. Suddenly they hear footsteps and Blaze comes home from school. Jessie hides as she sees the young girl walk into the room. She sees Blaze's room is neat and smells like vanilla, completely changed. Jessie realizes Blaze has grown up fast, just like Emily did. She sees her old address on a piece of paper, realizing how far she is. Jessie finally finds Bullseye the horse hiding under the bed. She tries to leave, but Smarty argues that this used to be her room too. Jessie looks around and sees the cracks in the ceiling she remembers. She remembers playing with Emily on the hill outside the window. But then she hears Blaze talking to a device, asking it to be her friend. Jessie watches as Blaze texts a girl named Sally, hoping she will come over. Jessie realizes Blaze is just as lonely as Bonnie, trapped by her screen. She knows that if Bonnie and Blaze could meet, they would be perfect friends. Meanwhile, Bonnie arrives back home from the terrible sleepover. She tells her dad she does not want to talk about it, looking miserable. The toys at home panic, but Woody tries to keep things calm. Jessie realizes she has to bring Blaze and Bonnie together right now. She asks Smarty to use his old screen to send a message to Bonnie's tablet. Smarty connects to the lily pad and sends a fake playdate invitation from Blaze. Bonnie reads the message and gets excited, thinking a girl actually wants to play. Her dad drives her to Blaze's house, hoping this friend will be different. Jessie hides in the yard, waiting for the two lonely girls to finally meet. Bonnie arrives with her bag of toys, feeling nervous and shy. Blaze opens the door, holding her tablet but looking just as nervous. Bonnie sees Jessie and Bullseye on the porch, acting like she does not know them. But Blaze recognizes the old toys, surprised to see them out of the box. Bonnie admits she still loves playing with toys, even though the other girls teased her. The two girls put their tablets down and sit on the porch together. They start making up a new game, using Jessie and Smarty as the characters. Jessie watches with tears in her eyes as the girls finally laugh and play. She realizes the age of toys is not over, as long as kids still need imagination. Woody and Buzz watch from the window at home, knowing their mission worked. The screens are put away, replaced by real connection and shared playtime. Jessie smiles, knowing she saved Bonnie's childhood and found her a true friend. The toys finally relax, realizing they will always matter when kids play together. The movie ends with Bonnie and Blaze running outside, toys in hand.